Heat sealers for food packaging. How to use foot pedal sealer. And in this video, I'm going to give you a walkthrough of one of our best sealing machines, that machine right there, which is a foot activated heat sealing machine for your food products. I'm going to give you a complete rundown. We've actually been using that machine for nearly 4 years now. I'm going to give you some pros and cons and show you exactly how we use it and how it can benefit your food business, even if you're just starting or you're looking to scale a food business. We're going to get into that foot pedal review right now. All right, so welcome back. How do you use a foot pedal sealer, Damien? We actually had a question from one of our previous reviews, which was about that machine over there, our bag sealing machine, the automated one that we have on the countertop. But we're here in our shipping department, and I've actually got some really cool pretzels that we're going to demonstrate how this machine works. It's one of the best machines that we've got, and one of the reasons right off the bat, before I dive into exactly how it works, I got this machine because we were using a handheld sealing machine that was excruciating on my back. It was actually, over time, we were sealing tens of thousands of pretzel rods, and we had 2 of them, and I'll actually have another video on reviewing how we got started using the handheld ones, but over time, it's really tremendous on your shoulders, on your back, and everything else, doing the same motion, going up and down over and over with a handheld sealer. So I came across this foot pedal one, and believe it or not, we were about 9 years into our business, or 8 years into our business, before I realized that this is the type of machine that I truly needed, because we basically, I'll show you how it works, of course. We use that foot pedal. It's very large. It can withstand a lot of product at once. It's very easy to use, and it's not very expensive, as a matter of fact. And as a matter of fact, I'll put some links down below this video directly to a few different price points, depending upon how big the sealer you want and your price point that you have to work with. So let me set up the camera really quick here. Let me show you how this machine actually works. And give me just 1 second. All right, so I've got the camera on a tripod here. I'm gonna actually show you real close up a little bit about this first, and then we'll get into it as far as how it actually works. It's got a really cool platform here on the front. This is a metal one too, it's not plastic, but this is a fantastic place where you can set the product down. You put it into the sealing opening here. This one is actually 18 inches across. Let me back up the camera a little bit, there you go. So from here to here is 18 inches. You can actually get them even bigger or even smaller if you want. There's a heating strip right across the front, right here. See this little black bar here? This little strip, there's a heating strip in there that once I step down on it with the foot pedal right here, it actually seals it, and then you can actually adjust the heat too. Here's the adjuster here, and that'll show you the different temperature settings. Now, when you do this, when you adjust the heat timer adjustment knob, this is based upon the different types of thicknesses of plastics. So there is a ton of variations of different types of plastic bags for food products. If you're sealing up spices, if you're sealing up snacks, candies, all kinds of different ones. We use different let me show you really quick. Here's our pretzel rods. So the bag that we actually use for our pretzel rods is a very small 2.5 mil polypropylene. This is the bag that we use specifically for our pretzels, and we seal it, of course, over here. So I'm going to show you really quick how this works, and of course, bear with me. I've got the camera here. I don't have a huge production studio. So let me show you really quick how this works. So here's the machine. We have our product. Now, what's really cool about having the larger unit, by the way, if you decide to get the 18-inch one, here we go. If you decide to get the 18-inch one, which is bigger, you can put a ton of products at the same time in there. So we actually, at one point in time, we can put 4 of these, and I'll show you how this works. We can seal up 4 of these at a split second. So let me show you. So we have 4 of them. And of course, this will take a little time to get used to. But here's 4 of them. We hold them in here like this, step down, hold it for a second, and you're done. It's all sealed, they're all sealed up. It's pretty cool. Very fast, very efficient. And you basically step on that pedal. And let me show you how that works again. Step down, and then that's it. Now, as you do this, the light, there's a light right here, and I'll even show you that in a second. Once that light goes off, then it's done. You're sealed and good to go. As far as the pros, I'll tell you, this helps out tremendously when you're sealing up a lot of bags. If you want to do it with your foot, making it very simple with the foot pedal. I love using this because it saves your back from having to go like this with a hand sealer over and over. If you're just starting out and you don't have, tens of thousands of pretzel rods or tens of thousands of things to seal a lot of bags, you can even do it with this too. Larger bags that are even thicker, you can do that as well. But the thing with it is, as I was mentioning, if you don't have a lot, then the handheld one is perfect. And I'll show you another video. I'll do a demo. I'll show you the ones that we've got. We've got 2 or 3 of them. They're different sizes and different makes. But this one is great because stepping on it, alleviates your back. You can stand straight up and simply just press down on it. It's not that difficult to do. Very easy to do. And that's it. It takes literally less than a second. The only cons that I would say about this is that it's extremely heavy. This machine itself is quite heavy. The one that we have here, I think, is around 120 pounds. It is solid metal, which is it's made very well. It's definitely not plastic of any kind, but it's kind of big and bulky. So if you had to move it, it's not on rollers, by the way. Let me just show you really quick. See down here? Yeah, so it's on the mat. We have it on one of these slip-proof mats in our shipping department. So having this set up here is good, but it's definitely very heavy. So once you get it set in some place, you want to make sure that it's there kind of permanently, okay? You don't want to be moving it around. The other thing I was going to tell you was, the other great thing is that it has the heat adjuster. So any type of bag, depending upon the thickness and the density of the bag itself, that's going to dictate where you need to be on here. This is set all the way to the 8. If you're doing a really thin polypropylene, maybe 1.5 mil, 2.0 mil, right about 5 or 6 would be good. And what I mean by that is, again, that's the thickness of the plastic. This is very thin. Each of these pretzel rods are heat sealed in this plastic bag. Now, if you were to go in a different direction and you were using a 5 mil polypropylene bag, that's like for our candy brittle. We have a line of candy brittles. This bag itself, you'd have to adjust it to the maximum setting and then use that. So a couple of tips I would say once you get this machine is take some time to play with it and see which one specifically works best for you as far as the heat setting and the type of plastic bag you have. If you're doing spice bags, if you're doing anything of that sort, for instance, here's a sample of the spice bag, and we seal that on the top. This is fantastic. This is a 3 mil polypropylene bag. So there's just different variations, different types of bags that we use with different thicknesses. Outside of that, I would say it's definitely worth the money. If you don't want to get one of those, this one right here, this countertop one, which we did a video about, this thing is magic. It's gold. I love this thing because it's also fast. I can put through here in a matter of a minute, probably 150 to 200 of our pretzel rods that we just did. These types of things here. So I can seal up this bag. This one's obviously open. Seal up these bags very, very fast because it has a conveyor. And of course, I'll have a link down below to that video description if you haven't seen that one, or the video review, I'll show you that one. So all in all, I give this one a big thumbs up. This unit here is fantastic. It serves a great purpose. It's very simple to use, very simple to hook up. Press your foot down, seals it up. You have a nice little tray here for the product, and it works really, really well. Outside of that, you can get a different set. Like I mentioned, I'll put links down below for the different sizes. Some of them are 12 inches. This one is 18, so it's really, really big. From here to here, very, very big. We have that also because we have trays of cookies that we put into the machine and we shrink wrap the cookies. So it definitely comes in handy and useful for us. So that's the review. If you're looking to look into a foot pedal sealing machine, definitely recommend these, and I'll have some links down below. If you have any questions, let us know. I'll see you guys in the next video.